Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thanks for joining me. This week's featured lesson is an original composition. It's something I'm calling Dark Highway E minor exercise, and it's largely David Rawlings inspired guitar work. I do have another lesson at the site that's David Rawlings inspired, and I want to do this one in a minor key. I don't have anything for minors really at the site, and so this one we're going to go over all things in E minor and kind of do, again, it's David Rawlings inspired, so it's going to be lots of like chromatic runs and dissonant stuff going on, and we're going to talk about playing some E minor stuff down here in first, second position, and then also up here in seventh and eighth position as well. And I'm going to cover some of the scales I'm using, some of the shapes I'm basing, creating these solos out of it as well. It's a lot to chew on in this lesson, so if you'd like to purchase the full-length version, you can click the link below and it will shoot you onto my website, and there you can do so. It'll come with about 45 minutes of video, PDF tabs, and 4 audio backing tracks to kind of help you work your speed. The chord progression is really easy. It's just E minor to C to B7 the whole time. And we're going to talk about some ideas that you can use to just solo, again, in the key of E minor. All right? So if you like the way I teach and approach learning, and you'd like to access this lesson along with over 350 video lessons, 3 courses, and a video exchange program allowing you to submit videos to me for critique, check out being a Premier member. You can click the link down there, learn about the memberships, and for a yearly monthly fee, access all of that stuff, everything at my site, and give it a look, get top email support, video exchange program like I mentioned. So if you're interested, give it a look. For now, we're going to start walking through the first few measures here of this E minor exercise, Dark Highway. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. All right, so let's go ahead and start walking through Dark Highway here, E minor exercise. Again, kind of a David Rawlings, or largely David Rawlings inspired lesson. And any markings on the bottom of the staff will be right hand pick directions, and any markings above the staff will be left hand fingerings. And there'll certainly be a few left hand fingerings here in order to execute this arrangement correctly. So let me play those first 3 measures, and then we'll break them on down. They sound like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we are in the key of E minor, so always thinking about kind of have that in the back of our heads as we play, because we're, this is an exercise to kind of get some ideas for improvising in the key of E minor. And we're going to be doing a lot of scale work that's just E minor and E minor kind of blues E minor as well. So we'll get to that as we go along, kind of as we work through some of this stuff. But at the top here, start on that open B string, then 2nd fret G, pull it off, then 4th fret D, and then back to the open G, 4th fret D, open D. And that's a quarter note there on that open D. The rest are 8th notes, of course, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And Dave really likes to get kind of things to ring out over top of each other, kind of that waterfall effect. The B string and the G string are still ringing. He likes dissonance and so forth. Getting everything to ring out real nice. Yes. So, and then we get to the second measure there, and we're going to land on the 2nd fret D, And then we're going to strum the D and the G. 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 in 4th D, open G. Is that dissonance? 1, 2, and 3, 4. I mean, you're essentially kind of strumming a little bit of the E minor chord right there. But I'm just choosing to do just those 2 strings, okay? And then the next measure, we go to 5, back down to 4, use your 3rd finger, back down to 2, and then the D and the G open. Okay, so some double stops all along there. And that'll lead us into our C chord. So let's play all 3 of those measures again. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, again, go. Okay, so just a note again about the E minor. You know, you can think about it as using G major scales, G major pentatonic, or again, E minor scales, E minor pentatonic. Again, they're related. They are brother sister keys, so we can use them over top of each other. Then I add the blues note maybe. We'll use the B flat, the flatted 3. Won't be using that C note very much in this during this, but and I certainly use I seem to use the B flat to B when I'm going down this scale, working downward, okay? But when I go up, I like to just use the major. Okay, so many different possibilities, and Dave really mixes it up. And but again, E minor pentatonic, or you can think about it as G major pentatonic, okay, because they're related, they're the same, just what note you start and end on. Okay, so here we're looking on starting and end on an E note. Okay, and we'll talk more because the second arrangement really starts to deal with the stuff up the neck, some really good patterns that you may have used already. So let's move forward. All right, the next few measures sound like this. Ready, go. A little chromatic thing there. All right, so then 0-2 hammer on the D, open G, back to that 2nd fret, D note. Back to open G, 4th fret D, open G, 2. Ready, go. You're probably going to use 1 and 3 there on the 2nd and 4th frets with your 1st and 3rd fingers. That to kind of ring out, kind of sound, some of the notes kind of rub against each other, getting that dissonance. All right, so that measure 5, again, it's almost the same as measure 1 here. Open B, 2nd fret G, pull, 4th fret D, open G, 2nd fret D, then again a quarter note on the open D. And then measure 6, we get over the B7, and I'm going to play the D sharp or the E flat, however you want to think about it. It's the 3rd, B7. Okay, not necessarily in the scale now. I do get out of the scale here. I do a little chromatic run. That'll be measure 7, start with measure 7. But the circle around it with the stem means half note, 2 counts. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So that's pretty easy right there. And I'm going to use my pinky as well. You could shift up with your first finger as another alternate fingering. And we'll go on there in a sec. But I'll probably use my pinky. I know it might seem a little weird to roll the pinky right there, but we will, and we can. All right, so those 3 measures. Ready, go. 2. One more time. 2. Ready, go. All right, one more time. Ready, go. Missed that last note, but that's all right. I put everything right on the screen. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next few measures. They sound like this.